to go. I can't talk to that. I'll only call him. If the murder victim isn't Bedford but his twin brother Joe, I need to find Bedford. I'm afraid it would take the police too long to track him down. Mrs. Castafiore mentioned a locker in Las Vegas which Joe frequently used. Maybe I'll find out more there. I have a hunch that this will take me to Bedford.
여기?
The lockers here don't have any keys, only combination locks. I suppose too many people lost the keys, or gambled them away. One of these lockers must be Joe Castafiore's, but I don't know which one. And even if I knew, I'd still need the combination.
그렇지. 그렇다면
Right. I'll use my pencil to rub over the pad. There.
쉽군.
Now the writing should be legible. This is a writing pad from the Rainbow Motel. Exactly the same kind of paper that I found in Dr. Bedford's practice. Someone jotted something down here. McC.
169
316. Wait a minute. Joe's wife said he always had a locker at the airport when he was in Vegas.
316
That could stand for McCarran Airport, meaning 169 could be the number of the... Number 169. This is it. What do we have here?
그냥 열리는구나.
There are some dollar bills left in it. Looks like someone was in a hurry. There's more. A newspaper from 2 weeks ago. That must be Joe's travel literature which he left here. A baseball magazine, and a few full of scantily clad women. Yep, definitely Joe Castafiore's. What's this? A travel catalog. Quite heavy. Somehow this seems out of place. I wonder if someone else put it here. Let's see. Joe was assigned to take the money from the casinos to New York, but he never got round to doing that, and now he never will. It was in Dr. Bedford's office that I found a piece of paper with the locker combination on it, or what was left of it. And now Joe's dead, and the money's gone. I'm getting the impression that the good doctor isn't so clean after all. Anyway, I need to find out where he is. That's the travel catalog from Joe Castafiore's locker. Pretty heavy. Pages 316 to 320 have been ripped out. On the very last page is the publisher's address and phone number. I can't fly away yet.
I know.
Who should I call?
Vanderbilt residence. Good evening.
Good evening, Mrs. Vanderbilt. This is Al Baxter. How are you and your daughter?
All our hopes rest on you, Mr. Baxter. Please hurry with your investigation.
I was able to find out a couple of things.
Please enlighten me.
I'm afraid there are some things about Dr. Bedford's past which you don't know yet. It would take too long to explain it all over the phone, and I'm in a hurry. I'll tell you everything once I'm back in Los Angeles. I I have to go.
왜 전화한 거야?
Goodbye, Mr. Baxter.
Who should I call?
Up and Away Travel Agency. My name is Tiffany. How may I be of service?
Hello, Tiffany. I have your current North American travel catalog here. Unfortunately, it's missing a few pages.
We'd be happy to send you a new catalog right away, sir.
Thanks, but it would be just as good if you could tell me what's on the missing pages.
Certainly, sir. Which pages are you inquiring about?
Page 316 to 320.
A moment, please, sir. Ah, yes. Here. The enchanting winter world of Aspen. Plunge into the mountain's pristine beauty. Feel the adrenaline rush as you speed down the slopes. Let eventful days fade away over hot cocoa and enjoy the peace and isolation of your own mountain lodge.
Wonderful, thank you. You've been a big help to me.
줄로
Gladly,
튀었네.
sir. Goodbye.
Remote Mountain Lodge in Aspen, huh? Sounds just like the doctor. And this might be a long shot, but the travel catalog is the only lead I have. Let's see if this will finally take me to Bedford.
어?
This should be it. The lady down at the hotel reception recognized Bedford's photo and sent me here. Let's see. It says Rent-A-Cat snowmobiles on it. Out here in the mountains, snowmobiles are the only useful way to get around. A wonderful clear night. Out here in the mountains, there's hardly any artificial light that would obscure the view of the stars. There must be a beautiful panoramic view over the... The door is locked. I'll just knock.
Who's there?
I'm a private investigator looking for Christopher Bedford.
Bedford? There's no Bedford here. Please leave.
아, 이 새끼가.
That didn't work too well.
Who's there?
Denise
데니스.
sent me, Mr. Bedford. She's convinced of your death and very upset over it.
Denise.
열어 임마.
Come in.
그렇지.
How is Denise?
Just as you'd expect under the circumstances. She's despaired and confused.
I never wanted to hurt her. That was never my intention.
Denise isn't the only one whose life you messed up. Your brother is dead, and Walter Vanderbilt is stuck in jail because of it.
What? Walter? What does he have to do with anything?
The police think he's murdered you.
Oh, that... It was never planned this way. Oh, God. None of this was planned. Everything got out of hand. Oh, God.
Why did you
왜
kill
죽였어?
It was an accident. I really didn't want to... Well, I didn't know what to do. I reacted instinctively and... Oh, God. What was I thinking?
Pull yourself together. Let's take it from the start. Joe was your twin brother, yes?
Yes. Yes, that's right. As unlikely as that may seem today, we grew up together in Jersey. Joe always had the wrong friends and kept being roped into things. He often took advantage of our semblance in the process. I was always a scapegoat for his monkey business. It started with petty thefts. Soon it was cars and then more. He slipped deeper into this world. Kept pulling me down with him.
Until you fled from home.
Exactly. I ran off as soon as I could. I just wanted to get out of all that before there was no way out. I went to California, changed my name, and earned a medical degree.
And then the world caught up with you.
Unfortunately, yes. Joe somehow managed to track me down when he was in Vegas. Damn coincidence. He kept calling my practice over and over and over again. I told him it was all over. I didn't want anything to do with him or his monkey business. And then, one night, he was standing right there in my office, tried to coax me into something, to use me as a scapegoat again. We got into a fierce fight. We were at each other's throats, and then...
Then you killed him.
I didn't want to. I didn't think about it. Suddenly, I had this paperweight in my hand, and Joe was lying there, dead.
I see. Who ransacked your practice then?
I did. I panicked. Didn't know what to do at first. But I knew then the life I knew was over. So I thought I'd make it look like a burglar. Joe still looked just like me. And everyone would mistake him for me. I wanted to flee. Have the world believe I was dead. For a while it worked too.
But Walter Vanderbilt had to pay the price.
Damn. It went all wrong.
Why did you break off your engagement to Denise?
Denise. She didn't know a thing about my past. The last thing I wanted was to drag her into this, like I'd always been dragged into things. When Joe discovered me, started calling me, I had to make a decision. Either I tell Denise everything and endanger her in the process, or I keep my distance from her in order to protect her. So I decided to cut her off for her protection.
How did you come into possession of your brother's money?
Before we got into the fight, Joe told me he was a courier for the Mafia. He tried to lure me into it with promises of big money. He also mentioned a locker in McCarran Airport. Later, when he was lying at my feet, I saw the piece of paper beneath him with the combination on it. Suddenly, I was on the run and assumed dead. I could use the money. I could hardly make a withdrawal from my bank account post-mortem, so I ripped off the piece of paper and flew to Vegas.
And where is the money now?
That, Mr. Baxter,
Oi.
is something I'd like to know, too.
Throw your piece on the floor. Over to the couch. Now.
I hope you'll excuse our sudden entrance, but I'm sure you'll understand that we need to protect our financial interests.
How did you find me?
You have Mr. Baxter here to thank for that. Thanks to his investigation, you were brought to our attention. We've been tracking him for a while.
I should have known.
So, Mr. Bedford, where is the money?
As soon as you tell them what they want to know, we're both dead.
Shut up! You'll both be dead if you don't start talking.
Gentlemen, please. I'm sure we can resolve this situation in everybody's best interest, without resorting to physical violence.
그래? 폭죽이 필요할 것 같아. 자, 일단 똥땡이 마피아다 난. 그렇지.
I'd love to sit down in front of it and warm myself up, but that's hardly an option in our current situation. He appears to be very nervous. How are you?
Just want all this to end.
똥땡이.
What guarantee do we have that you'll let us live?
None, you seedy little snoop. Let's cut him up, boss. This guy's getting on my nerves.
Please don't let my colleague's aggressive temper unsettle you. He doesn't always know when to shut his mouth. Nevertheless, I'll have to appeal to your rationality, Mr. Baxter. It's in your best interest to give our property back to us. You will not be harmed.
Then show me a sign of good faith. Tell your colleague here to lower his gun.
Oh, you smug little... Can you believe
십장생.
this guy? I feel like beating the living daylights out of you.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Let us go, and we'll tell you where the money is.
You tell us where the money is, and we'll let you go.
단호하네, 단호해.
All the money's been spent. Every last penny.
That would be very unfortunate, especially for you. You're lucky
뻥이야.
I don't believe you.
뻥이라고.
I am a lucky devil, yes.
And I'm a man with a sense of humor. But I must urge you not to force me into any action I'd regret. I assure you, Mr. Baxter, I'm perfectly willing to do whatever it takes to retrieve what's rightfully ours. After all, $2 million is not exactly peanuts.
$2 million?
I needed a little starting capital for my new life.
Hand over the money, or your new life will be the afterlife.
Despite of my colleague's blunt phrasing, I have to agree with him. Where is the money?
Let's talk about this.
We are talking right now, Mr. Baxter.
일리
Force of
있어.
arms.
I'll show you what force means.
The gun is just a precautionary measure to ensure that our conversation progresses in an orderly fashion.
That it would, without the threat. I'm a very patient listener.
You'll be a very dead listener unless you start talking.
Oh, I know you are, Mr. Baxter. But my patience is being tested right now. Maybe the gun will inspire you to find an answer. Where is the money?
Yeah, where's the money, Doidbag?
한 대 맞을 것 같은데.
Never mind.
This guy's just trying to buy some time. Let's ice him, boss. Come on.
Vito, as soon as we're back in New York, I'll see to
분노
it you
조절 장애.
undergo some anger management therapy.
If only I could reach my gun.
Hey, no funny business.
예.
Why don't you lower your weapon? Then we can talk about this peacefully.
Keep your trap shut.
Can't we settle this like civilized people?
Are you trying to say I'm uncivilized, college boy? Just shut your mouth and tell us where the money is.
That doesn't even make any sense. How is he supposed to shut his mouth and tell us what we need to know at the same time? Vito, think.
비토. 자, 폭죽. 슉. 간단하구만. 쉬워 아주 쉬워.
Just want all this to end.
이 새끼 뭐 앵무새야? 계속 똑같은 말만 해.
The door leads to the control room of the cable car station. The gondola won't move.
알아 임마.
We need to get the station running first.
공구상자.
Someone left a toolbox here. Probably one of the service technicians. The button is locked behind security glass.
자물쇠.
The lever won't budge. I guess it only works when the machine is running. I won't be able to open. A funnel. They probably use it to refill the machines with oil. Cutting pliers. These could come in handy. There's nothing else of interest in the toolbox. This wheel supports the steel cable of the station.
봅시다. 벤치로.
The lock is too hefty to cut it open with small pliers.
아, 이거
No, that doesn't.
그냥 깨부수면 안 돼.
The mountain and the gondola are in full view from here. How is that?
그러니까.
Sometimes
미안.
excuse. Sometimes. Oh. Sometimes.
없는데?
The button is locked behind security glass.
부셔. 아, 나 진짜. 기다려. 뭐가 없는데.
The lever won't budge. I guess it only works when the machine is running.
이거를 어떻게 하냐.
The lock seems very robust. I won't be able to open this with my bare hands.
깔때기, 벤치.
Excuse.
깔때기, 벤치.
How is that?
슈발.
No. Someone left it. Probably. There's no.
철조망. 그래.
I'll cut a piece of.
오케이. 그래서 이거를
Maybe I can use the wire as a lockpick.
대단한 새끼야.
All right. The station's running now.
올라가야 되지 않을까? 그래.
Come on, Doctor. Let's get out of here. How are you?
You just want all of this to end.
It will soon. You do realize that I'll have to turn you over to the police when this is over.
I know, but now the Mafia is after me. I'd prefer a jail cell to a cold death in the snow anytime. Besides, I'm sick of fleeing.
현명하고.
Fleeing my whole life. It would be nice if all this stopped. I could finally get some rest. Even if that would have to be in prison.
I see.
Do you think we'll make it?
I'm working on it.
What happened?
이런 씨.
Why did we stop?
I'm afraid your pursuers caught up with us.
Now that's trapped up there. Come on, let's get those bastards back down here. If I get a chance to lay my hands on them, I'll cut them open.
Damn it.
What do we do
Damn
now?
it.
We need to get out of here somehow. The box is locked with a big screw nut. I can't crack this open with my...
여기 있네. 이거 비상탈출구.
The hatch is locked with a big...
이씨.
It won't budge. The door...
망치.
Sometimes I... Let's see. What do we have? An ox?
산소 마스크. 러프.
Let's see if the key fits here. How are you?
Just one.
그래. 산소통.
I can't just throw the rope down there. I should tie it somewhere first. Excuse me. The box is welded to the... I won't throw the rope down as long as the gondola is moving. It could easily get entangled and the rope is on.
어떻게 멈추지?
The box... No. Hogan. Sometimes I... No. I've all... The rope is tied to the box. I won't throw the rope down as long as it could easily get entangled in the trunk.
어떻게 멈추나, 어떻게 멈추나, 어떻게 멈추나. 눈 덮인 산?
No. The mountain is covered in deep snow. Just one loud noise could trigger an avalanche. The funnel and the gas bottle might work like an air horn. First, I'll have to get the mask off.
뭘 잘라야 된다고?
I cut off the mask. Now, only the tube is attached to the bottle. I'll just put the funnel into the tube. Voila! An air horn. Now, let's see if this works.
빵빵이.
Maybe a heap of snow will cool down those hotheads in the valley.
진짜. 튀어.
It's too far down.
아니, 씨. 갑자기.
Well, Doctor, looks like you won't have to worry about these three anymore. But there are more of their kind where they came from. I'm afraid you'll never live in peace as long as you're in possession of the money. Not even in prison.
I just want all this to end. I don't even care about the money.
I'm sure the FBI will be very interested to know where exactly the money's coming from. Who knows? Maybe they'll let you join in some witness protection program.
어이?
There are the police.
You know, Mr. Baxter, mafiosi would have found me sooner or later, but I'd never have survived this without your help. Anyway, thank you.
Don't thank me too soon. This is only the beginning for you. You'll still have to explain everything to Denise and the others, and especially to the police. Well, I better report back to Mrs. Vanderbilt. Whew. All the excitement. On second thought, I think my first point of action should be to find out where a guy can get a drink around here at this hour.
끝이야?
About the murder circumstances.
Bleh.
Everything looks like a break-in that exhalated. What the hell is exhalated? Blah, blah. How about the key to Lloyd's? Blah, blah, blah. My name is Baxter. I'm a private investigator. My mother hired me. My mother? Not my mother. I'm making good progress. Thanks to the phone call list you gave me, I discovered
뭐지? 저 LG는 뭐지?